So worksheet number 7, level 1 questions, children. The intensity of sound is measured in the units of. How? Intensity is a direct measure of your loudness. So loudness, what is the units of loudness, children? It is measured in decibel. Hence the correct answer is option number 3, that is decibel. So moving to the next question. Question number 2. The characteristic of sound which distinguish a feeble sound from a loud sound of the same frequency. Same frequency means same pitch. Same instrument means same quality or timbre. So what makes the difference? Loudness. So loudness is a measure of the feeble sound and the loud sound. That's it. So now moving to the next one. The amplitude of the sound wave describes its loudness. Loudness is a direct measurement of amplitude square. Loudness is proportional to square of the amplitude. Hence the correct option is option number 3. Amplitude of the sound wave describes its loudness. The next question. Noise is produced by. Who produces noise? That irregular vibrations or non-periodic vibrations. Irregular and periodic? No, it's not periodic because noise means non-periodic. Irregular, not regular. Regular, no. So the correct answer is option number 3. Irregular and non-periodic vibrations produces noise. Now the next question. The loudness does not depend on. We know that loudness depends on amplitude. It also depends on the area of vibrating body, but it does not depend on the frequency. So pitch depends on frequency, but the loudness does not depend on frequency. Of course, loudness depends on the distance between the source and the listener. So loudness directly proportional to the square of the amplitude. Loudness directly proportional to the area of cross section of the vibrating body. Inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the source of sound and the listener. So third option is true. Now the sixth question. Pitch or shrillness of sound depends on frequency. Pitch or shrillness depends on frequency, not on amplitude of vibration. So the first option is correct. Moving to the seventh question. Regular periodic vibration produce. Regular, systematic one, sequence. It produces a pleasant sound. Pleasant sound means musical sound. So it's not noise, it's a musical sound. The regular periodic vibrations produces musical sound. Now the next one. Which of the following notes has the highest frequency? Which one is having the highest frequency among sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni? So it is ni. Have the high frequency. Well, loudness depends on what factors? Amplitude, distance, as well as the surface area. So, loudness depends on amplitude of vibration, area of vibrating body, as well as the distance between the listener from the source of sound. So, all options are. So now the next question, statement A. A female voice is more shrill than a male voice. Of course, a father's voice is more shrill than his son's voice. No, children's voice is shrill when compared to his male voice. So the statement B is wrong because son's voice is more shrill when compared to the father, whereas a female voice is more shrill when compared to father. So only statement A is true and statement B is false. So the correct answer is only statement A is. And now the next question, level 2. Two waves of the same pitch have amplitudes in the ratio 1:2. What will be the ratio of their loudness? Children, as we know that the loudness is directly proportional to the square of the amplitude. Okay, if I represent the loudness as L1 and L2, amplitude as A1 and A2, then the formula may takes like this, comparing the two different values. Loudness 1 upon loudness 2 equals to amplitude 1 upon amplitude 2 whole square. So what is given? Two waves of same pitch have amplitudes in the ratio. A1 by A2 is given as 1/2. 1:2 means 1/2 whole square. Then you are asked to find the ratio of the loudness. So what is the value, children? L1 by L2 equals to 1/2 whole square. So it's nothing but 1 square is 1 and 2 square is 4. Therefore, the correct answer must be, what is that? L1 is to L2 equals to 1:4, and hence option number 1 must be. Okay. Well, the next question, 12th one, match the following. So list A and list B. Pitch. Pitch means, pitch is a direct measurement of the frequency. Loudness, intensity gives the measure of loudness, whereas the quality, the waveform, how sequential it is, same amplitude, that same loudness, same pitch, everything is same, but still the waveform represents the quality. So how the wave, the appearance of a wave, I gave you 3 different diagrams for that. Okay. So now options are for 1C, 2A and 3B. 1C, 2A and 3B. Hence the correct option is option number 2, that is 1C, 2A and 3B.